Welcome to Lost in English， 这句英文跟你想的不一样。我们用轻松的聊天方式，陪你一起学会生活中最常见的英文片语及惯用法。如果接下来的英文对话内容太快，记得可以调整语速。同时，节目的资讯栏也有提供文字下载档，别忘记去领取咯。I'm Shirley.
And I'm Abby.
Today, the phrase we are going to talk about is break into. But let's listen to a conversation first. Did you hear what happened last night?
No, what happened?
A lot of houses got broken into in this neighborhood, and a lot of things were stolen.
That's terrible. Do you know if anyone was hurt?
No, luckily no one was. So what does break into mean here, Abby?
Break into means to enter a place, usually a building or car, by force, especially to steal something. It often describes a crime.
这个片语中文可以翻成非法闯入，通常是指有人闯进别人的车子或者是房子，像是破坏门锁啊，或者是打破玻璃偷东西，都可以用这个片语来做表达哦。So, alright, Abby, the question I'm going to ask is something that I hope you have never experienced, but I still have to ask. Have you or someone around you ever been broken into or gone through something like the conversation?
Thankfully, no. The only thing I can think of is one time I was traveling and I got back from Italy and I just went straight to sleep because I was really sick all of a sudden. And by the next morning, I was so weak that my friends literally had to break into my apartment to help me because it was locked.
Wait, what? What do you mean by that? Like, did your friends actually break the door and windows just to check if you were okay?
I guess I'm being a little dramatic in my description. They didn't fully come into my apartment, but they opened the window from the outside, which is not supposed to happen. And they threw food through the window. My bed was right by the window, so it landed right on my bed. And it was perfect because I literally could not stand up.
Oh, I see. I thought your first was just like a, violent criminal kind of movie trying to break into your house. Like a movie, yeah. So
No.
were you sick or anything, or just too tired and couldn't get yourself out of bed?
Yeah, thankfully they're not that violent, but yes, I was really sick. That's why I couldn't get out of bed, and it was actually really sweet of them.
So I actually have a real breaking story, and I can share. One time, my husband and I traveled to Texas for about 4 days. And as you probably know, Texas is huge, so we decided to rent a car. And one day, we parked our car outside the hotel, and the next morning, after finish breakfast at the hotel, we were just slowly and casually walking to the parking lot, totally ready and excited for to start our day. But then, as I walked over to the passenger side of the car, we saw that the window had been smashed. So yeah, our car had been broken into.
Oh my gosh, wow, that is awful.
Yeah, good thing that wasn't our actual car. It was the rental company's car, but still, it was really terrifying.
That is awful. How did you react?
I was honestly so shocked. We didn't know what to do. A few people in the parking lot came over and told us that 3 cars had been broken into that night before. We weren't really sure what to do at first, so we just recorded a video of the car and then called the police and our insurance company. But luckily, we didn't have to pay anything. Our insurance just covered it all.
Wow, that is horrible. I would have been so frustrated and upset if I were you. I hope it didn't leave you a bad impression of Texas. I mean, it probably did, but
It did.
That's fair. And did the people take things from your car too?
We went to NASA, the space center, and bought some shirts and hats as souvenirs, and we left the shopping bags on the back seats of the car, and they were just gone. I mean, the thief, people who stole my stuff, probably thought there was something valuable or expensive inside those bags. And then we actually saw a sign from the hotel in the parking lot after everything happened. It said that something that they're not responsible for any lost or stolen belongings. I don't really see signs like that very often in New Jersey. Have you seen them a lot in your state?
Yeah, in the US, actually, I do. Many businesses or companies here put up signs like that so that they're not liable or responsible for any accidents that happen on their property. And that way they can't be sued if something does go wrong on their property. And yeah, I've learned that this is much more common in the US than it is in other countries like France.
Yeah. Well, lesson learned. I cannot do anything about it right now. So we should never leave anything on the back seats of a car if we're not in it, I think.
Guess so, unfortunately.
Okay, so that's our little story for today. And as you probably noticed, the phrase breaking two came up more often once in our conversation.
Yep. Whether it's an actual break-in like what happened to your car, or just a playful way to describe friends helping out in an emergency, break into can be used in different ways depending on the situation.
Exactly. So hopefully no one ever has to experience a real break-in like I have. But at least now you know how to talk about it in English. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you next one. Bye.
Bye.
如果你觉得今天的内容有趣而且很有帮助，也欢迎到 Instagram 搜寻输出英文，里面有更多文化的相关英文学习内容，别错过咯。那我们就下集见咯。